welcome to our TST Dialogue.
Thank you very much.
Honourable, we understand that Zimbabwe is one of the countries that was affected by the cyclone Idai, and also considering that our region is currently faced with a drought. In terms of food security, what is the current state of Zimbabwe?
Yes, as you correctly said, we didn't have a good rain season last summer, where the falls start to the season and the rains tailed off very early. So most of the farmers who didn't, who completely relied on rain-fed agriculture didn't fare very well. Those with irrigation, at least, they were flexible and they managed to get something. And unfortunately, in some areas, especially the Eastern Highlands, then in Boera, Chikomba, and the part of Masvingo, some of the crops which had survived the drought were destroyed as a result of cyclone Idai. It came with floods, devastating floods, and really it was a complete loss in those areas. However, our policy in Zimbabwe is we always maintain a strategic grain reserve of 500,000 tons of our staple food, which is mostly maize, and fortunately we had that in stock. Up to now, it's still there, though the other stock is running very low. We are also in the harvesting period, and we expect to get about 750,000 metric tons of maize, and close to 200,000 metric tons of small grains. And overall, we shall have a shortage of about 700,000 metric tons of grain, which we will need to mobilize one way or the other. What we have done before we have considered even importing grain into Zimbabwe is we are encouraging farmers to go into winter maize production, and also we are rolling out a program for massive production of table potatoes or Irish potatoes, so that we can actually supplement the maize stocks we have. For example, on a hectare of maize, normally what's considered to be very high yield is about 10 tons. That's why we have the so-called 10-ton club. But with potatoes, the varieties available, like the Montel, you can go up to about 70, 80 tons per hectare. So if we go for potatoes and we do it properly, we can use less hectarage to produce much more than would be the case where it maize. However, you also need to take cognizance of the fact that normally in winter we grow wheat, and hence there is competition for irrigation facilities, and the farmers have to decide whether to go for winter wheat, winter maize, or potatoes, or maybe a hybrid approach. To make matters worse again, some areas, in some areas dams are running low, and in some areas they are quite dry. So if we fail to produce the required tonnage, we may have to end up importing some grain into the country as a last resort.